Right then, Fulham, welcome. Welcome to Football Manager 21, baby. I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited. Yeah, look at my beautiful little mush there. Look at that. How good is that? I've never done it before, and I put my face on it. I'm so happy with it. the hair's a bit the hair's a bit dodgy because it just looks like a bit of a wig sat on my head, but never mind. It'll have to do. Um, so Football Manager 21 beta finally out. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I started playing without recording anything. So I just started a quick save with Fulham. It's my team, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And I just wanted to, kind of go in, check out some of the new features, see what it's looking like, any improvements from the last year's game, and I'll tell you some. I am loving it. It is so good. But I just wanted to kind of catch everyone up on. I haven't gone too far into it. I haven't like slept on the game, but I've played about 5 games. Uh, I'll show you. I'll go through everything on the next screen. Show you all the transfers, how the season started. Basically, transfer window's just shut. Done my business. What I thought we needed, which was a bit hard given the circumstances, as you probably already know playing it. But yeah, let's jump into it and let's see what I've done. Yeah, so I have tinkered about with it here and there. Um, there are some familiar faces, and I've pretty much kept what Fulham have signed in real life very recently because the transfer window is literally just shut, and I just kind of added on to it where I felt we needed it. So we'll jump into the transfers, and I'll show you what I've done there. Oh, you can see one ongoing already done. So I'll show you. That was a tongue twister there. I'll show you what I've done. Um, so Fabrizio. He was third goalkeeper. I'm happy with Areola and Rodak as his backup. Don't really need a third goalkeeper just there. And he was on quite a big wage. I think he was on very similar to that while he was still here. So there was literally no point for him being here, and I just put him up. Krasnodar came in with 350 grand compared to what Fulham paid for him, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. And again, Maxi Le Marchand. Maxi Le Marchand. Um, he could have probably done a job. He's not the worst centre back, and he can double up as a left back. But again, I just felt like I had like an abundance of centre backs, which is weird to say because Fulham struggled with centre backs in the transfer window trying to get anyone in for the longest time, and then here's me trying to offload him. But I just felt like I didn't really want him, or he just wasn't going to play, and he's over that magic 30-year-old, and he's a bit of a granddad, so we'd just get him out the door. Anyone over 30, you're not cutting it here. And the next two hurt. The next two hurt. I'm not gonna lie. These boys here, McDonald and Johansson. I really, really thought about keeping Johansson, and I'm still kind of second guessing myself as to why I got rid, because he's still Prem quality, and he's only 29. And looking back at it now, I kind of want him back. I don't. I think. I don't know if I can get a refund, or if it works the other way for him to send it back. But they came in, offered him out. He was worth about 6 mil, I think. so I had to reduce it a bit. And Ghent came in with 3.5 or 3.6 plus, rising with incentives, and I would just, kind of went with it because I was trying to trying to get any form of money together to up the transfer budget to kind of get some things that I felt that we needed in the team anyway. And Kevin McDonald as well leaving. He's they've been like a stalwart of Fulham's midfield throughout the ups, the very small ups and the downs. But yeah, he's in his final year. I'm not too worried about this one because I just didn't feel like, again, we've got a bunch of centre mids now with Fulham signings and me bringing them in as well. So just got shot of him, sent him off to Cardiff on loan, and then we'll see where he ends up. If we end up back in the Championship at the end of the season, pick him up again. Simple as that. I'll just show you what I've done. I've only done 3 because it was a bit it was hard to say the least, trying to find people that I kind of wanted who were going to fit the bill in our squad that we needed. And we've gone, I know a lot of people will probably be signing him, and I just don't know why Inter have only put him up for this amount of money. But Roberto Gagliardini, I think they put him up for 4 or 5 mil. I think I paid 5 mil for him, but they put him up for that, and I kind of bit the hand off. I went, yeah, that'll do, because we needed an extra kind of defensive minded midfielder, and I'm kind of tinkering with playing in box to box, but we have got a lot of other players, or mainly Anguissa, who plays box to box, and he's a lot better. So I've been kind of just playing him more of a ball winning defensive mid, and you can see his stats: 17 tackling, 19 teamwork, 17 work rate. All these things, they're perfect for the ball winning midfielder role. So I was very, very happy to take him off their hands for that little price. I couldn't couldn't pass it up. And then again, not much happened because I was still kind of infatuated with all the new with all the new features that they've put in the game, and I kind of left everything lastminute.com. But as you can see, I think this actually was on deadline day. I was looking for another striker for so long, and I was looking for a striker, and I looked at Che Adams, and I put in a 10 mil offer. I don't know if it's gonna come up in this section here. No, it doesn't. That's all right. Yeah, I think I put in 10 mil. I was trying to tinker with the price, trying to pay over 3 years and not giving a massive lump sum up front. But yeah, Southampton were having it, and I couldn't. It probably would have been a lot better than what I brought in, but I couldn't, justify the price now. 10 mil, and I think he wanted a same wage, about 50-60 grand, and that would have put him, let me just put in the wage, so it'd have put him among the top earners at the club, which for Che Adams playing second fiddle to Mitrovic would have been on the same. I couldn't justify it, so I kind of had to make do with what I brought in, and I just went with Josh Maja, the Sunderland Till I Die legend. If anyone hasn't seen it, get on Netflix, watch it. It's really good documentary, really, really good. Like the Tottenham one, I still to see the Tottenham one, need to get on that, but I really enjoyed the Sunderland one, and I saw him available, and with him gonna with him just playing second fiddle to Mitrovic again, and Bobby Reed, it's nothing too special. He's only on 13k, which is minimal for a Prem team. Can put in a shift coming off for the bench, last 10-15 minutes trying to get a goal in. Little bits and bobs here and there, but he's a pretty good, well-rounded striker. There's no option to buy or anything. It's just for this season. And again, looking at the squad, the last thing I thought we needed was wingers, and you can see here, let me just sort this, we got injuries, which was really annoying, and it was to wingers, which annoyed me even more, because Mitrovic has an injury, and then Kamara got one who would have been kind of like his replacement in the striker spot, and then Lookman got an injury, and he's out for, he was out for about, I think, 6 to 8 weeks. Kamara's about 3 months. Josh Onuma, he was injured, I believe, when the save started. So, and that only left a few, wingers to kind of replace Cabano. It's just one of them. It's just kind of like, really. I was trying to offload him, but nobody was kind of interested. It is what it is. I kind of have to make do with what I've got. Cavallero, I was using him. He's pretty good using him on the right. I'll show my tactics and everything in a second. Again, Reed, kind of use him as an inside inverted winger. And then I was mainly using Lookman. And he was kind of the main attacking threat, just running at people. He hasn't done much, but it was fine. He kind of sold me a dream on that one. And then I saw Porto, they listed this boy for 4.3 million, and like the Gagliardini deal, I kind of bit the hand off for it, because I was looking at a few other players as well, and I kind of cancelled the deals last minute just because I wasn't too happy, and I kind of felt he was better value. I think I paid like a little bit more. I think there was some other boys from the Portuguese league, and Nakajima just fit the bill a little bit better because he can play across the entire front line, which, in case I need him to play striker, which I hope I don't, then he kind of fits the bill, and he's kind of hit the ground running, as you can kind of see down here, and I'll show you in the recent results as well. But yeah, I was really happy to pick him up. His stats are really, really good. 26 years old, 4.3 mil. It was a bargain. But yeah, and that completes our kind of squad here, which I'm happy with. I'm happy with. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
And yeah, you're not getting Tom Kenny Wolf, sorry. I was looking I was just looking at, I haven't looked at these yet. But yeah, I'll move on to the tactics next, and see you in there. Right. So this is I've got three tactics I'll show you. I've kind of gone one counter one, which it's going to be the main one, because we're not going to dominate teams in the Prem. The main objective is staying up. 17th is like first, if I'm going to be completely honest. But if anything else from there is a bonus. But yeah, we're good. This is our main one, and then we kind of adjust it based on the team, how I basically see fit before we actually go into the game. But this is our counter-attacking one, so I start on balanced most games, because there's no point completely bricking it. You start against a massive team and you're down 2-0 in about 15 minutes, and it's like, well, I might as well have started a little bit more positively. But yeah, balance. Again, focusing on the left, just because our main strength is on the left with Robinson or Joe Bryan, who are the more offensive wing backs or full backs. I put them. It depends. I put them. I mainly leave it on fullback automatic, and I'll change Tete to defending, just because he's more of a defensive minded with his 16 tackling, his 14 work rate. You can't fault it. And then these boys on this side, see Robinson, he's a bit of a pace merchant, so he's up and down that wing, which I kind of want more. And then Joe Bryan as well, up and down that. He's a little bit more well-rounded than Robinson. I'm still, kind of deciding who's the better left back at this point. I am leaning more towards Robinson just because of his pace, and he gets up and down the wing more. Higher tempo, again, if we're going to be counter-attacking, we need to think about it quickly and get it done. You can't be messing around, trying to decide who you're going to pass it to. In transition, it's your standards. Counter-attack, distribute, get out of goalie's hands. I don't want to be kicking it forward, so when it's a goal kick, I still do want to kind of play some nice football, and again, taking short kicks. I don't, like I said, I don't want to be kicking it, Tony Pulis football route one yet, but if I have to, then we change it to that. And then I'm just playing a standard line of engagement, and again, with the defensive and the offensive. It just, it feels a lot better rather than sitting on my goalkeeper's toenails. With the game's a little bit more, they're kind of taking the advantage more, push it a little bit forward. And again, same with me offensive line, but you just want to start off balanced mainly. Again, we go with tighter marking, just to kind of press them. Go with more urgent, don't want to be full on Jurgen Klopp, gegenpress, but I still want to be in their faces. I don't want to get stuck in. I haven't seen that many yellow cards or red cards, which is pretty good. I know last year when I used tighter marking, get stuck in, it was a card machine. But I'm happy with how it's going so far. It's pretty good tactic, and again, with the 4-3-3, it's just your standard. I loved it last year, and again, it just fit the bill with how we want to play and our team, and it kind of gives me opportunities to kind of go from there. If we're playing a bigger team, we can bring these boys back, play a flat 4-5-1. If we're playing a little bit of a similar or worse team, push Kearney into the middle, bring up Gagliardini, and then we've got your standard 4-2-3-1, and then I've also made a 4-2-3-1 formation. I do lean more towards the 4-3-3 just because it's my preferred choice, and it just plays better. I tried it in pre-season. I've tried different formations, and the counter-attacking one, the 4-3-3, just seemed to work like a charm. So I've got this just in case. This is more of a, as you can see there, more of a gegenpress. Don't really want to be playing that. If we do, we've always got the opportunity to switch it. And again, we've got a control possession 4-3-3. So this is when we're completely, better than the opposition team. We can press a lot higher up the pitch. Counter press, we want to be pressing a lot more. We could change that, but I'll leave it just because this has been working pretty well. Again, play out of defense, and then we've got we kind of want to dominate the game more. I could put work ball into box, but I'll leave it. And yeah, they're the three formations, but mainly this is the one that I'm playing. They are my preferred trio in the midfield, and they are really good. So Kenny is the one pushing on, supporting, the attacking play. And Gisa, he's a machine. I love him. He's such a machine. He's only 24, and look at these stats. It's awesome. And then I do have Loftus-Cheek as well. His stats are insane as well. Got him on loan. I just can't fit. I just can't fit all these midfielders in the formation that I want to be playing. So I've been playing him. Yeah, I've played him mainly off the bench, but just because this is my preferred trio. up here, and then we've got Seri as well, Nesiri. And then again, we've got the centre backs, so Congolo, Anderson, and Adara Boyo. They're my preferred centre back partnership. I have got Congolo as well, which he provides me. I've got two. Yeah, so I've got Dennis Adoy, who provides me cover pretty much across the whole back line, and he can just fit in wherever. That's why I wanted to keep him. It's brilliant. And then Congolo as well, centre back and left back. So I've got pretty much got about 2 players for each position, plus these utility men here. We've got Olaina. I tried him to start with, again, right back, but I think I've got too many right backs, and he's just kind of, I think he's just going to be collecting a paycheck this year, unless we get some injuries. I did play him, I think, when Tete had an injury. Going off by the stats, he was awful. But just because I'm not really using that side as much as the left-hand side, I think that's kind of reflected in the stats. But yeah, I haven't played much about with any of this. I have set up, like a basic attacking, corner, just near post. Put my tallest guy on there, and Mitrovic near post. I might actually change that to far post. Put Mitrovic there in case the goalie heads it. Goalie saves it, and then he's dead sweep up. But yeah, kind of done that on both sides. Free kicks, I haven't played about with it. And then throw-ins, I've put long throw-ins. So last year I kind of used this a bunch. I just flung the ball into the middle, and it just basically causes havoc when you got that many people in there. Someone's bound to get an opportunity from this, and I actually scored from it in the last game. I don't think it was a winner or anything, but it works, and it's the most basic thing, literally putting someone on it. Doesn't even have the best long throws. Just put them on long, and take it from there, both sides, and then it's better than nothing. To be perfectly honest, it just works. But yeah, they're my tactics that I've been using, and I am relatively happy. I've played some decent teams, not some massive teams, and we've come out with some pretty good results, and move on to that next. So here are his results up until now. I know it's a bit of a weird point to start on the 27th of October, but I got a bit happy when it got released, and I just kind of jumped into it straight away and just wanted to see what was happening. But yeah, honestly, this is way better than I was expecting to start. The preseason friendlies, I was literally just trying to figure out best team, which I'd kind of already settled on towards the end of it, and then just trying to get everyone, up to speed, get everyone some minutes, and it went really well. And then first game of the season, West Brom, which I'm not. I would say I thought we should win, but it was, with them being recently promoted as well, we should really be kind of winning that if we want to be staying up. And it started off really, really well, and we bossed them, throughout the whole game. Beating 3-1, Adara Bioyo, Cavallero, and Mitro. They scored one. I wasn't too worried because they weren't threatening in the whole game. And then next game we got Bristol Rovers in the Carabao, just your standard, just rotated the team. Again, trying to get people some minutes and rest kind of the main team, just because it's the start of it was hectic. The start of it was completely hectic with all the the COVID related stuff. Just postponing everything, and then it just pretty much game every 3 or 4 days. So just giving everyone a kind of run out. 1-0. It wasn't the best of performances, but it is what it is. And then we played Southampton, and we lost 1-0 away, which again, we didn't deserve to lose it because we kind of held our own. And then I can't remember. I think it should show the. Is it going to show the goal? Does it show the goal if I click on it? Should do. Show you the goal. It was. I didn't think it was very deserving. Or the game's just going to completely bug out. Alright, okay. Okay, so I can't show you it. Anyway, they did deserve it. And then we followed that up again a few days later, game against Millwall. Beat him 2-0. You know, relatively straightforward performance. Again in the Carabao, you see there, just dominated pretty much. And then just giving, you know, everyone else a run out that wouldn't normally get one. Kind of experimenting with formations. Next one, it was annoying again. We lost to Wolves. I think this one, oh yeah, Neves scored a 30-yard screamer, which annoyed me. So that's when I put get stuck in and tire marking on everyone, because we're defending really well. To be fair, it's just, you know, long range ridiculous goals that he kind of pinged in, and I'm like, right, okay, if that's how we're gonna do it. And then the Danny Ings one, it reminded me, it was Route 1, you know, one of my defenders, he jumped up, completely fluffed the header, missed it completely. Danny Ings just ran on and scored it. He's not going to miss a one-on-one. And then we had Arsenal away in the Carabao in the next round, and that went to penalties somehow. Which again, we put up a really good fight. It was undeserved, but they weren't you know, anything special, and took it all the way to penalties. Mitro missed his first one. I was like, right, great, that's us out. That's it. And then El Neni missed it. And then I think it finished like 7-6 something. 7-6 on penalties, which was crazy because he got onto the centre backs and the left backs, and like, right, goalie's gonna have a go soon. And then next one, West Ham 0-0. I wasn't too happy with this because they had a red card, 10 men for most of the game, and it annoyed me. That, you know, I wasn't too annoyed about that goal being disallowed purely because it was offside, so by a country mile. I like the new VAR feature as well. I don't like VAR, but the new VAR feature is a lot more improved than last year. But yeah, we should have. Ignore XG. Can get off my screen. We should have won that game. There's no excuses for not winning that. And again, after that, 2-1 against Palace, I was, you know, happy with this performance again. This is the game where Lookman got injured, which was really annoying because even though he's not showing much in his returns, he's kind of just causing problems and kind of creating goals for everyone else, or creating space even. And then Cavallero kind of came to the rescue, and so I subbed him out, just gave Nakajima a run in, and ended up running 2-1 winners in that game. And the next one, it took me by surprise because Leicester at home. I didn't honestly think we'd get much out of this, but we completely bossed them, you know, from start to finish. They brought in Mandzukic, which I saw it. He's one of the better free agents you could pick up, but I don't think I'd want him just because of his age, and I don't think there'd be much room for him in the team. It won't be bad actually playing second fiddle to Mitro, but they're very similar striker, and I just kind of needed another one. Green screen. And Mitro ended up picking up a hat-trick in this game, which was ridiculous. And Nakajima, I think Nakajima got 2 assists and a goal, which is really good because I think Sound like Mourinho. I sink. Um, yeah, ended up 2 assists and a goal, which I was really happy with. To be fair, I don't think that was his. It was his full debut because I brought him on in that last game. But yeah, that's how the season started off, and as you can see there, we're fifth, which is crazy. We're fifth in the table, which I would not have. I'd have beat your hand off if you'd have said we'd be fifth. Yeah, happy we're nowhere down here. Completely solid start, and next game is Villa away, which I'll bring you in the next episode. In the next episode of this series, but yeah, I just wanted to catch everyone up. I'll show you. I've just seen that. I'll show you the finances now. I think yeah. So they started with 3.5 mil, which wasn't it wasn't too bad. I was relatively happy with it, and I had some players to offload, and I brought it up to about 10, or was it 30? I think it was about 13 million, and then that's where I kind of started bringing everyone in. Next season's 21 mil, which is not too bad. I don't know when that's going to be available from. Hopefully January, so I can kind of plan from there. And then the scouting, I've not done too much. I'll play about with that, try and see if I can find some youngsters or some free agents expiring. For the summer, just done a pre-contract. That's one of my favorite things to do, because you can pick up some really, really good players expiring. But I'll get my scouts set up for that, and yeah, that's how we started off. What was it? 10 points, 6 games. Really good, really, really good. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, because I'm certainly enjoying it. Let me know if you're enjoying the beta, if you're playing it, what teams you're starting with. Just get it going down in the comments, and see you all in the next one.